Tears, rage, glory. One man felt it all and turned every single drop of it into greatness. This is the journey. Everyone knows the name, Cristiano Ronaldo. You don't need me to explain who he is. But greatness like this, it wasn't given. It was built. It started on a small island in the middle of the Atlantic, Madeira, a boy with nothing but a ball, and a dream too big for the streets he played on. No money, no connections, just hunger. At 11 years old, he left his family. He cried every single night. But he never went back. Sporting Lisbon saw a skinny kid. The world was about to see a monster, 16 years old, tearing apart grown men. And one night in Lisbon, he destroyed Manchester United so badly that their own players begged Sir Alex Ferguson to sign him. The rest? History in the making. Manchester, 2003. They gave him the number 7, Best's 7, Cantona's 7, Beckham's 7. The pressure would crush a normal teenager. But he was never normal. Step-overs at the speed of light, free kicks like missiles, a boy turning into a machine in front of the whole world. They kicked him, they mocked him. He answered the only way he knows. Goals, 42 in a single season. The Premier League on its knees. The Champions League. The Ballon d'Or, Moscow, 2008, rising into the night sky like gravity forgot him. Sir Alex called him the best player he ever managed, and he was just getting started. Madrid, 2009, 94 million euros, the most expensive player on the planet. 80,000 people packed the Bernabeu just to watch him wave. And then came 9 years of destruction. 450 goals in 438 games. Read that again. More goals than games. La Decima. 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years. Bicycle kicks that made rival fans stand up and applaud. Hat-tricks like they were routine, and a celebration the whole planet screams, S-I-U-U-U! This wasn't football anymore. This was an era. His era. But you don't know Ronaldo until you've seen him broken. Paris, 2016. The final of the Euros. His final. 25 minutes in, his knee gives out. He's carried off on a stretcher, sobbing as the whole world watched his dream die. But champions don't cry for long. He came back to the touchline on one leg and became Portugal's second coach. Screaming, pushing, believing. And when the winning goal went in, the tears came back. But this time, they were golden. Portugal, champions of Europe. The boy from Madeira had given his country everything. Juventus came calling, 33 years old. They said he was finished. He scored 101 goals in Italy. Then, Manchester called him home, and Old Trafford rose for the return of the king. But football is cruel. Qatar, 2022. His last dance at the World Cup ends in tears, walking down that tunnel alone. Angry, hurt, written off. Again. They laughed when he went to Saudi Arabia. They called it retirement. He called it a mission. 900 career goals. and counting. He didn't run from the end. He redefined it. He once said, "Your love makes me strong. Your hate makes me unstoppable." He said, "I'm not a perfectionist, but I like to feel that things are done well." And when they doubted him, he answered, "Maybe they hate me because I'm too good." That's not arrogance. That's a man who cried himself to sleep at 11 years old and promised himself the world. Let the numbers speak. More than 900 career goals. The all-time top scorer in the history of football. The all-time top scorer in the Champions League. The all-time top scorer in international football. 5 Ballon d'Ors. 5 Champions League titles. 4 Golden Boots. Champion of England. Champion of Spain. Champion of Italy. Champion of Europe with Portugal. The first man to score in 5 World Cups. The most followed human being on planet Earth. Five Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions Leagues, the most international goals in the history of football, the most goals in the history of football. But numbers were never the point. The point is the 11-year-old who cried at night and refused to quit. The point is the tears in Paris, the rage in Manchester, the flying leap in Turin, the roar of SIUUU shaking every stadium on earth. From the streets of Madeira to the greatest of all time, you already knew his name. Now you remember his journey. Cristiano Ronaldo, forever. So, no, you don't need anyone to explain who Cristiano Ronaldo is. But maybe you needed to be reminded what he came from. Because talent is nothing without the madness to chase it. Dream like the boy from Madeira. Work like the man from Manchester. Fight like the king of Madrid. And never, ever stop. SIUUU